Let's take care of subcategories display down here. So let's switch to feed so we can see everything. So on the product list, if user browses a category, we would want any of its subcategories to appear down here if they exist, and if they're not, then it should just, this whole area should be omitted. So let's do it. Select the section that represents the area, subcategories, and then we go into the category actions and select show categories action. And here we could show like all categories, but in this case we will say let's show subcategories. And if we do not use parent ID, that will be the current category. Okay, and we can just leave this, order by name, range of items. We could just show like the first or the second, or like from the first 5, and apply different styling to the rest. Okay, so now we have display structure. So we have to select the category container, choose the category, will only be displayed if any categories are found. So that's actually our whole section. We want only this section to be completely removed if there are no subcategories. A repeated category will be the first, where is it? Subcategory, here it is. The first kind of column, yeah, the first column. The tree is very helpful. We can inspect the structure and double check everything. So show if empty, we don't need this. There is no need to say like there are no subcategories. We'll simply hide this whole area if the categories are not found. Okay, so this creates kind of loop around the item that is supposed to be repeated, and we can inspect, just double click and say WordPress preview PHP code, and that's a nice way to see the code that is generated. So here we have like get terms call with the parameters, and then here is the loop that repeats this element for each category. And we also have if statement. If the terms are not found, then this is only displayed if we actually have terms to be shown. Okay, so now let's select repeated category. So that's a link, and we can say category link. Image will be category image, and then here we have, let's see the code. So we have div that contains h2, and h2 has 2 spans. So in the first span we have the category name, and then in the second span we have the count of products in this category. So we use spans in order to be able to just a moment, to select the first span and add category name action, and then select the count span and say category count. And is that all we need to do? Looks like, right? So, okay. We need also to, like we did before, select the placeholder columns that are not repeated and say do not export. Okay. Export the page. And let's check it. So we have accessories, so we should see belt and caps underneath. Oh, here they are. So these two categories have no images, that's why we don't see, they're just placeholder images. And each of them has two products. So okay, how about we just go to the shop. Then we see all top subcategories, which is quite handy. And we see, okay, accessories, hoodies, t-shirts. And now we are in hoodies, and it has no subcategories, so this is empty. Exactly what we wanted, and it was very easy to implement.